Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Don't Argue podcast. I hope you guys are well. I guess before I start, I just want to apologize for the lack of content on my end. Trying to juggle a few things at the same time. Going through a bit of I suppose bit of a difficult situation. But in saying that, I digress. It's no excuse, particularly in the last couple of weeks. However, please bear with me. I'll be delivering you guys the content. But before I get into this yarn, hit that intro. All right, guys, here we go. Right, Fremantle, fourth, taking on the Tigers, who are, eighth place. Now, I've been actually, I suppose, enjoying the journey thus far with Fremantle since the latter season. Right, losing against Carlton, unfortunately, and obviously winning against Port, Saints, and then obviously, unfortunately, losing to Swans. So I've been part of that journey. As it stands, I definitely think the club is at a bit of a standstill at the moment as to who we want to really try and be. Now, as a fan base, I think collectively you can't really blame us, I suppose, for feeling really, or more so, piling on the expectation, so to speak. I think the reality is we probably didn't see Freo coming out and being this strong in the start of the season. To be fair, the top eight berth was, a top eight finish was supposed I guess the hope, and here we are in the top four. And unfortunately, Freo have been sort of hanging on, then sort of slipping off, hanging on, slipping off. But every time we've sort of, I guess, in one way or another, answered the challenge. Now we have another challenge bestowed upon us now. In the form of the Richmond Tigers, and we all know how they've been going, a bit up and down. Definitely not as dominant as they have been obviously in years gone past. But in saying that, they're still a wounded tiger, so to speak. Now, in saying that, with Fremantle, I guess to summarize the game we had against Swans, it was good and it was bitterly disappointing, reminding me again that sometimes Fremantle can't adjust to a game plan, or I'm not sure whose fault it was there, whether it was the players or the coach, but collectively it was a very poor showing. And obviously to have the fans rock up like that, just, it ain't good. It ain't on. Actually, and is actually quite poor, to be fair. Now, in saying that, we forget that, we look forward. Now with the Tigers, this is a do or die clash here for Fremantle. If we don't win, I think we might roll down to six. Honestly, it's as scary as that. Particularly when you think about the games we still have in store, right? I believe after this game here, we got after the Tigers, we have Melbourne, Bulldogs, right, Giants, and I think we finish it off with the Eagles. So the next five games are a must win. To be fair with you guys, these no excuses. I get it. We're versing the Bulldogs too in a couple of weeks. They're tough, but I don't care. All right. With the Tigers here, it's so important for the boys to click. Now, my understanding is that Tom Lynch and Dustin Martin are not playing, and in my opinion, that is more than enough to overcome. I think, if anything, it should give us the, dare I even say it, I guess the leeway to try and maybe push Logue in the forwards. I don't know, but you get my point. Yeah, just can't get over that loss there against the Swans, actually. And Matthew Pavlich came out in this week, and just said that basically he sees Freo falling out of the four. And look, you can't really argue with that. And obviously it's all just opinion, really. The reality is, though, is that we still have a chance to hold that top four spot. And if anything, do our best to finish first or second. Just, it's not out of reach, but the reality is we can't be losing games like this. And against the Tigers, we need to bounce back. We need a strong game. We need to really solidify who we are as a team. Now, granted, it's been good. It's been a blessing watching this team play, especially the fact that we're only 5 losses in. Right, you got teams that are 10 plus losses already. You know what I mean? Or teams that are trying to get in the 8, they can't. They're dwindling. They're slipping away. It's one of those things, the good and the bad. The good, we didn't expect this, but 3 in the top 4. And the bad, I suppose, is how we've all, just like I touched on before, piled on that expectation. The reality is, I think we should all be genuinely happy, about Freo and where we are. I think this might be an early sign, though, an early indicator as to where we can be, especially in the coming years. So I suppose there's much to be positive about, but it's about this game here. It's a game over there, and I believe it's in the MCG on Friday night. and it's a must win. It's a must win. I will not be accepting anything else. It's the only way we can actually hang on to the top 4 and obviously continue from there on in. But yeah, look, the Tigers are wounded. The Tigers are absolutely wounded. They're sore. They're down. This is the best time for us. All right, we need to just forget about the Swans game, as tough as it is, and really focus on this game here. Hopefully, Pierce might be playing. I'm hearing that again. Yeah, look, just that game against Swans. Just quickly. Chapman as well wasn't, you know, it was alright. You know, again, coming back from injury, got to remember that. Luke Ryan, sensational. I thought Logue, 1-on-1 with Buddy Franklin, just let in 1 goal. Superb. You know, Logue is that type of player. But I think for mine, I'm going to put Logue in the full forward, and that 5 get in the midfield. Yeah, I don't know. Just whatever happened was not good, but it said that sometimes you need a loss. Sometimes you need a reality check, and to be fair with you, right? I suppose we can say the writing's been on the wall for quite some time, or should I say in some of these games, right? But in saying that, 5 losses in, it could be worse. It could be worse, but in saying that, it's time for us to pounce back, right? Anyway, guys, you give me your thoughts. Thanks again for tuning in. Like I said, I'll be back on it slowly. I think I want to be trying to really focus this more on Freo content as opposed to anything else, to try and get my way back into things, and then we'll sort of go from there. I do plan on heading over to WA as well to watch the boys play, whether that be Eagles, most likely Eagles, right? I like to do that. But in saying that, yeah, we'll see what happens. Or I could possibly go over to, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I digress. Give me your thoughts. Thanks again, guys. Please say hello. Hello back to you as well. I'll be back very soon. I will be doing a review, most likely, of the Freo game as well. So please stay tuned to that. But yeah, we're slowly getting back. Again, my apologies, sincere apologies for not bringing constant content. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've definitely missed you guys, actually, especially the Freo fam. Anyway, take it easy. See you guys next time. And just remember, I'm back. Guess what? Don't argue.